Hi everyone, my name is Liz, I read, and welcome to another video. This is going to be a reading vlog for the book Hood by Jenny Elder Moke. This is, it's not quite a Robin Hood retelling, but we follow our main character who I think is Robin Hood's daughter, and she is in trouble. She was raised by her mother, so she's sent off to her father to be protected by him and his men, and I think there's a romance. It's a fantasy, obviously, kind of like a fairy tale retelling. So I am excited. This is by Disney Hyperion, and I wish I had a cover to show you, but I don't really, so I'm going to put an image here. I believe this comes out on June 9th, and I'm excited to get to it. This is my second arc that I've ever read, so I'm excited to get to it, and I'm kind of falling behind. I need to read it because it's not June 9th yet, but it will be any day soon, and I plan to periodically update you guys on my reading. So let's go. Okay, so this is what it says. Isabel of Kirklees has only ever known a quiet life inside the sheltered walls of the convent, where she lives with her mother, Marian. But after she's arrested by royal soldiers for defending innocent villagers, Isabel becomes the target of the wolf, King John's ruthless right hand. Desperate to keep her daughter safe, Marian helps Isabel escape and sends her on a mission to find the one person who can help, Isabel's father, Robin Hood. So that's the main synopsis. I'm gonna get to reading. So I'm about 15% of the way through. I don't know if you can see that. There's no page markings. I can only do like location or whatever, so I don't actually know how many pages I've read. But I'm 50% of the way through. I think I'm on like chapter 4, and I'm really enjoying myself. It reads on the younger side of YA, but one thing I like about it is if you're not overly familiar with Robin Hood, it's not really necessary. It's its own lore and everything, and if you just have like the groundwork, you are totally fine reading the story. So I like that, and we follow Isabella, and she's on the run, and her mother sent her away. Apparently she's done something. She got arrested, and she's on the run. But that's not necessarily why she's on the run, even though she shot a soldier. Someone's just after her, the wolf, and we don't really know anything about the wolf except that he works for the king and he's a soldier or something like that. So I'm really enjoying it. She's just arriving at the Merry Men camp, and we've pretty much already encountered the first love interest. His name is Adam, and I'm assuming he's a love interest. But we're just being introduced to some of the characters, but we haven't seen Robin Hood yet, so I'm excited to get to that part. So it's getting quite late, but I've been reading most of the evening, and I am 43% of the way through. I think I'm going to just read like a little bit more. I was hoping to get to 50% tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we're getting to a fun part, and I want to keep reading, so I'm going to keep doing that. Good morning, it's the next day, and I'm going to get back to reading, so let's go. good progress. I'm really hoping that I can finish the story or the book today. I'm 63% of the way through. I'm gonna read a little bit more today. I don't really know if I ever talked about like the synopsis. Like I think I did at the beginning, but we follow Isabella, and she is Robin's daughter. But the story starts out with her taken captive in like a farmer's, I think they called it like a potato stack place. Like I'm not even really sure what it was, but it was like not really a dungeon. It was like on someone's property, but she was locked away because she shot a soldier, and so she was arrested, I guess. But then she was able to escape with her mother. Her mother tells her, you gotta run away. The wolf is after you. You gotta run away. Run 3 days to this inn and find Thomas, and Thomas is gonna help you. And so she goes and does that, and Thomas rescues her from the soldiers, because all the soldiers are after her. And she finds Thomas, and he brings her to the Merry Men in Sherwood Park or Sherwood Forest, and she becomes acquainted with some of the Merry Men, but it's like the Merry Men's children, so it's like the next generation. And she goes on a quest with this new group of friends in order to take the message to Robin. And so she's never met her father. She didn't even realize she had a father, and she's come to learn that she's the daughter of Robin Hood. And they go on all these adventures and rescue missions, and we just follow Isabella on this journey, making new friends. There's a bit of a romance in here. I am really enjoying myself. I'm finding it a lot of fun. And I'm thankful that you don't really have to know much about Robin Hood. Like my only exposure to Robin Hood was like the Disney cartoon. And even then I don't even remember much about it. But it's a lot of fun. It reads on the younger end of YA, but I think it really works for the story. And it's like leaning between like a 3-star or 4-star, somewhere around there. Like I'm not super obsessed about it, but I am really enjoying my reading experience, and I'm enjoying being in this world. And we've been introduced to Robin, and we're getting more of a backstory between Isabella and her mother and Robin, and why she was hidden away with her mother and never really met her father. And so it's really I'm having a really good time, and I'm not really sure which direction it's gonna go. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. This has been a good experience, and I'm excited to keep reading. I'm gonna keep reading a little bit longer. It's like 11:15 right now. I'm reading in the morning, and that's been working because yesterday I was like falling asleep in the afternoon. So I think I might have to do my readings in the morning and then do like productive work in the afternoon, because I was like nodding off yesterday, and I'm hoping by tonight I can finish this.
This book is making me cry, and I was not anticipating that at all. And there was a bit of a twist that totally took me by surprise. I was not anticipating that. I'm almost done. I have like 92. I have 8% left of the book, so I'm almost done. But
good morning. Last night I finished Hood. I read it in 2 days, and I'm trying really, really hard to get through books faster. Hopefully so. I read it in the amount of time that I was hoping to, which is awesome. But anyways, that's not the point of this vlog. So I finished it, and you know, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. I had problems with it, but it was way better than I thought it was gonna be. I was actually, for the most part, pretty impressed by the writing, and it was very adventurous. It was at times like a little cheesy when it comes to like the romance, and even just like, I don't know, just like motivational stuff, I guess, or just, I don't know, it's just like, it was a tad cheesy at times. And then near the end, I was kind of just wishing it would end for like the last confrontation stuff. It felt like it just dragged on and on and on. And it was kind of the situation where, you know, they do something and then something prevents them from winning or whatever. And like, you know, you think they're gonna make it and then they don't. You think they're gonna make it and then they don't. And that happens like 5 or more times. I did cry way more than I was expecting. I cry in everything, so it doesn't really mean much, but obviously it was enough that like I connected with the characters enough in order to feel emotion. I did not connect with the romance, that's for sure. I didn't dislike it, but I just didn't feel anything about it, and it was a little cheesy at times. But this is like a really good younger YA story. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of like traveling and missions and some like fighting stuff. There was some peril. So if you're looking for like a new adventure story, I do recommend this, but like I do have those problems and maybe go into it knowing that. I don't know, like it's a standalone. That's the other thing I want to mention. But in the end, I'm gonna give this 3 stars. My enjoyment level for the most part was probably closer to a 4, but since I've had all those problems, it's more like a 3. But since I did like for the most part enjoy myself, I was entertained, it's a 3 star. So I definitely recommend it if it sounds like something you would be interested in. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm hoping to make more individual reading vlogs like this, and I'll see how this turns out. If I don't like it, then I probably won't. But I want to know if you guys have read this book before. Comment down below. I would love to know your thoughts. If you're thinking about reading it, let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not done so. You can follow me on Goodreads and Instagram. And you know what, guys, I want to keep reading. Bye.